Hey everyone, we're going back live again. We had a bit of trouble with someone spamming, and I'm going to be keeping I've changed some of the settings now, so if anyone is watching this now, you can only chat if you are subscribed. So if you've not subscribed, you can't join in the chat. Okay, you gotta be a subscriber. That won't sort it all out. I have to be honest. We are still going to get some people who, um, we are still going to get some people, I think, who are here just to cause trouble. And I really do apologize for anyone out there who not got caught out, but kind of saw some of the ridiculous messages that were coming through. Difficult for me to apologize because I don't really know them, right? But hopefully we can stop some of them from joining in. So basically, you can. So only subscribers can chat now. Okay. I don't know. I've changed it so you have to be subscribed. That just ruins the whole. Yeah, 3 sliders in a row is Hey guys, yeah, so you have to be a subscriber to comment now. Yeah, 3 sliders, depends how close they are to the top carapace. You can get away with them further down, but too many does get a bit overkill, doesn't it? Unless the sliders are very different in terms of what they're showing. I think it just ruins the experience, doesn't it? When you have people that seem to have... They have no other... Well, I've changed it now so that only subscribers can chat. So only subscribers can chat. Okay. So if anyone watches this and they try to chat, you have to have been a subscriber for a minimum of 5 minutes. Minimum of 5 minutes before you can join in. I think it's just I think some people just get fun out of doing that, don't they? They just like to disrupt. It's like unfortunately everyone in the world wants to be Will Smith now, don't they? They just want to get up on stage and cause a bit of a nuisance. So, I don't know. But hopefully they won't be back. That being said, if they do subscribe and I see them on here, I will kind of I don't know, can I block them if I go in? I need to check. How do you block someone? Well, no, I could probably do that, yeah. Yeah, I reported them as well, but you know what? I'll be honest. When people do this, you can report them all day long. Nothing really happens to a lot of them, right? They just come back. I'm glad you all came back. Because I was just like... Hang on, let me put this face on. It's so upsetting! So upset. Ooh, Pickstar. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing to any... Oh my god, do you know who it was? It was Ferdy. It was fair. No, it wasn't. But it could be. Yeah, it could be all the other influencers out there who I badmouth. Maybe it was Divi, George. Maybe it was Divi. George Steen, are you familiar with starter templates? If so, do you know if this will make page speed and spy? Right, so starter templates aren't always built with the best optimization. So a lot of the Astra ones, even the ones that Elementor have built, they're not really built with great page optimization in layout. Some of the Elementor ones, a lot of them had inner sections all over the place, right? Which is bad for performance. So starter templates, I always see starter templates as that's where you go to learn. But then when I'm actually building a website or something like that, I like to go from scratch. Put your own spin and style on it. So starter templates, they're okay if you really want to get a website out the door really, really quickly. But just bear in mind, they're not the greatest in terms of performance. Some of them aren't even optimized properly for mobile, which surprises me a lot. Some of Astra's, some of Elementor's, they are basically... yeah, Pete, I'm glad you're back. I'll come on to that, Syntax. Hold on, opinion on that. I'll come to that there. I've got something very... Pigstar knows what I'm going to say, but I'll come on to Jim Fahad. So I was just saying about Astra, even the Elementor templates, they're not built very well for mobile. Has anyone ever used an Elementor block and looked at mobile? They look awful, some of them do. Right, my opinion on Jim Fahad. I think Jim Fahad is... he's really good. When I say good, he's quite good at what he does. Here's my issues, okay? And here's my issues. And some of you will agree or disagree. But let me... Hold on, Pigstar. Hold up. Let me say my bit and then you jump in. Because I know what you're thinking the same as me. But let me reveal it. Number one, a lot of the videos he does, he's showing off a feature or how to do something that isn't actually something you're going to use on any website. He does a lot of the glowing effect, which just on loads of websites, where would you use that? You wouldn't use it. Number two, I am a little bit suspect of how quick his videos hit 1,000 views, like within an hour. I'm a little bit suspect. And the reason I'm suspect is because I know some of the people he's worked with and others, they are... How do I put this? They've kind of bought the views. Because what they do is they go down this model, well, if we get a video out and then we get bots and other people to hit it and make the views go up, right? Look, let me put it another way. When I put out a video, I'll be lucky to get 200 views in the first 6 hours. I'll be lucky to get that. But if in the first hour, my video got 1,000 views in the first hour, there's a higher chance the YouTube algorithm, maybe, and other people are going to go, ooh, people are watching this and it's only been out for 1 hour. And then more people flood in. So I am a little bit suspect of some people out there. Mr. Website Reviews. I believe he's purchased views off Fiverr, I think. I'm not saying he has. I'm just saying some people do. Now, the third thing is that, and this is where Pigstar will jump in, right? This is where Pigstar will jump in. Some of Jim Fahad's videos that he makes, they are copies of videos that someone else has made previously, and all he's done is, in a way, done almost the same thing with a slightly different image and different wording, but it's the same thing. And I have found a few, and I know other people on here have found a few, so I think everyone should be good at what you do, but I have to say, I think he's good. However, I'm a little bit suspect of some parts of it. And our channel, our view rate is not big at all. Takes ages before we ever hit 1,000 views on a video. So what Pickstar is saying there is very true. There's no credit. So when I've done a video, because Maxime did the code, I credit him. If I've done a video where I used Lightbox's code, I credit him. In fact, I did a video where I used one of Jim Farhad's codes. He had a code and I took it and I messed around with it and made it my own. I linked him back into it to let people know I got the code from him. I even did that a long, long time ago. He never does that. He never links it back to where he's got the code from. And there was one code he had on one video. I saw the code and I did a bit of a search and I found it written 2 years previously by someone else. Word for word, the exact same code. I don't just mean word for word. I'm talking about even the class name. And the class name, it was like, why would you. So I think he's good, but it's just a bit like, I'm using watch this. I'm back. It's just using Snap. Right, so Make Dream, is that his brother? I did wonder if that was his brother. I did wonder at one point. Again, with what's your opinion on his brother? I haven't looked at his much. However, again, I'm a little bit suspect of how quick they get views. Come on, they put out a video. They are getting views quicker than Ferdy does. Even Paul from WP Tuts. They very quickly get 1,000 views really quick. However, Make Dream website and Jim Farhad, they get views to 1,000 like that. I'm talking boom. And I'm just a bit suspect. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? I know nothing. I get spammed all the time. Look at all the spam I have here. Dave, Mark, Carapace, Peter, George, Pickstar. They just won't go away. No, but so, and sometimes I have seen that there's like a copy of the. It's like there's like a copy of the content, a little bit, just in their own style. But then again, you see, look, if you like it, who am I to say it? Well, it's one of those scratch my back moments, isn't it? Hey, I help you out, you help me out. But look, at the end of the day, if you like it and you don't care about their view rate, you're not bothered, whatever, just go for it. I have issues with some of the stuff that Ferdy or other people have put out there. You know this, I've talked about it. But if you like it, go for it. Just like there will be people who don't like my way or my style. So sometimes when I'm doing a video, I might put on a deep voice. Or I'll just be a bit crazy. Or I just suddenly change like this. Right? Not everyone's going to like it. A lot of people, wow, it's snowing again. Not everyone will like it. So you just kind of go, just go with it. Oh, Jimmy, the reason I didn't mention you is because, when I can see the chat in my window, it only went up as far as Dave Shuttleworth. So if I'd scrolled up a bit more, I would have seen you. So right now, you're now part of the spam list. You're the worst. Because Jimmy doesn't just come here. He emails me as well. Nah, you're not spammers. You're all good. You're all good. So every now and again, I'm just going to quickly jump onto the YouTube channel. And I'm just going to very quickly... So someone called Larry Mosher is subscribing. Not Larry Mosher. That's not him. So I'm just continuously checking any new joiners. Have I tried streaming on Twitch? No, not yet. I'm thinking about it. Mainly because I'm still trying to work out if EVMux is okay. Because EVMux does allow streaming onto Twitch as well. So I just want to check. Charlie is stalking you. That's okay. So I can't remember. I think EV Mux allows... got to log into it. God, it's really snowing right now. I mean, it is proper snowing right now. In fact, it's gone dark all of a sudden, hasn't it? Just put a bit of light onto me. Look at my eyes. Like, Right, okay. Sorry about that. Do you know something, Syntax? I think TikTok's. It's just I think I'm juggling so much, and it is on my mind. It is on my. I just got to find the best way to do it. The best way to do it. You know, snippets of some of the videos we do and we put out on there. That could be a good idea. Or 1 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute, 2 minute long videos. Hey, do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. I need to get more into that, I think. I think that would irritate a lot of you, though. 1 minute, really quick videos, bit like what Elementor do. But I am thinking about it. Yeah, so EV Mux does allow Twitch as well. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and RTMP, which is to anywhere else. I'm still in the mode of testing out EV Mux because we've had a bit of issues with it in terms of the camera quality and stuff. But yeah, I know what you mean. Definitely have a look into that. In fact, I'll probably do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow, maybe. Have a go, hey? Let's jump back onto EV Mux and have a go. Yeah, exactly, Mark, yeah. And that's what I'm trying to think of now, is like, God, it's really snowing. So now when we do when I do a recording, as I then do a shorter snippet, and then we start pumping them out onto like basically, you know, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, all these places. SEO Press, I'm not. Rank Math for me, in my opinion, is all I need and is all you'll need. Bear in mind though, any you know, SEO Press, you know, I'm just not convinced on that one. If anyone likes it and uses it and they're happy with it, I would go for it. But I would go for hey Indapre, hope you're okay. I would just go for Rank Math for the SEO. Works for me really well. Just really well, and it's free. It's free. There is a Rank Math Pro, but you don't need Rank Math Pro. Rank Math Free is brilliant, pretty cool. You know, and I would I would go for it. Yeah, SEO Ahref is really good, but the reason I don't use it is because of the paid model, which I have to be honest, I don't like. But that's why Rank Math just stands up. Yeah, so Rank Math has local SEO. It's got a module for local SEO built in as well. In fact, if you watch that video I gave you, in one of the settings, I do cover that off as well. So local SEO, it's now part of Rank Math. Hoff used to have some Hoff does have useful free tools as well. That reminds me, I need to do a video on their keyword research tools as well. I do need to do that. I mean, that video goes through settings top to bottom on some stuff that even I used to overlook and now I don't. And I would say just go through it. Go through it. Tracking tools. Well, okay. Facebook Pixel, obviously. There's that. There's your Google, your tracking codes you can add in and all that. But I'm not 100% on tracking tools and how powerful and brilliant they're going to be. I think they work better on shop websites, obviously, where you're selling something. But if you're a web design agency, I don't think they're a good idea. How do you do cookies? There's a few plugins you can use for cookies. The only thing that's annoying for me with cookies is how it massacres your page speed. Because when you have the load up and all that, it completely kicks your page speed down by almost 20-30%. Yeah, GDPR, all of that. But there's plugins you can use, you see. There's loads of plugins for that. Loads of plugins. Loads and loads. Yeah, it's what Mark is saying there. If you went back like a year or two, you could have gone, yeah, okay. But I think now they're just a bit... I'm just not sure about them. Oh, I don't know about that. Have you Googled interpret? Open a JSON file into HTML. I'm not sure about that one. Hey, Ant. And by the way, Ant, we've still got about an hour and a bit to go before we close off, so you're not here at the end anymore. So the one... Hold on, I'll tell you which one I like to use. And I can't remember it because it's been a while since I can't remember which one it is. I just got to dig it out. Nice one, Ant. So I just gotta log in and get it. Wait, come on. Remember though, no matter what you use, right? No matter what you use, they're all they just kick your butt when it comes to hang on, let me get the link for it. No, I can't get the link for it. Damn. You can use this one. Do a search for this one. Yeah, EU guidelines and all that. You got to in it. It's just, I have to be honest, right? I just think the whole cookie consent, GDPR. The GDPR I get. Data protection I get. The whole cookie consent, though. Here's my opinion of cookie consent. Right? Just like, it's so... Who here, when you go to a website and it says cookie consent, who here actually hits the button to go and read it all? Who does that? Who does that? I get why they say it. I get it. The consent, I get it. But how many of you actually click and read it? How many of you read it? Exactly. Like, oh my God. Sometimes you just want to see an image. And you go, oh, cookie consent. Oh. Like, look, I care about my carbs. I care about my calories. I don't like eating a lot of chocolate. So why, so you don't have to worry about a cookie consent because I won't touch the cookie. Ugh. So yeah, George, when working with other designs, I do my rank math and analytics. Yep. Okay, so here's like So what I do, George, okay, is on the website I will add the plugin, but I don't actually, until I know we're ready to go live or start working on other pages, I don't activate it. And I do it when we're at the point of nearly going live, because by that point then, yeah, the analytics, I'll do that. I'll do that as well. But then all of the actual keywords and all that, I like to leave until we're now ready to go live, because things can change, can't they? Design of the page, analytics. Right, I'm going to be back in 3 minutes. I'm just going to go grab something to eat, okay? Back in 3 minutes, all right. Just put something into the oven to eat later. To be honest, there are loads of plugins. Like I said, there's loads of plugins out there for cookies, but they're all a pain. Hey, they're all a pain with what they do with page speed. It's just annoying. Hey Andrew, how you doing? Nice to see you back as well. Hope you're okay. Oh no, Pickstar. So because now yeah, so you know that plugin list. I was going to add that, because I now just use custom fonts to load up my fonts rather than using OMGF. That's why I don't use OMGF. So I don't need to. There have been 2 occasions where OMGF has thrown up a problem. So either it's a WordPress update or an Elementor update. Even after you update Elementor, like 2-3 weeks after the update, the OMGF is just throwing a problem, and then it doesn't load it up. Yeah, take care, Mark. So yeah, no bad mouthing you. So that's the reason I don't use it now. But yeah, Elementor custom font, I do that now. I do that. And of course, for those of you that aren't familiar with the process of how to do that, you can go and read this blog post, okay? So custom font. You can go and read this blog. There's a blog there I did for CrocoBlock. Even though I don't use CrocoBlock, I did a blog post for them. But yeah, OMGF is good, but the minute it failed, everything in the website was Roboto. I was like, what? And you go to OMGF and it's all there. All of the Lato and Railway, they were all there. But the website showed Roboto everywhere because it just failed somewhere. Oh, well, I had to, on YouTube, someone sent me a message saying, you have to convince me that Elementor are loading the fonts. I went, no, because the video was about removing Google fonts. And he said, you have to convince me that Elementor have even loaded them. I went, no, Elementor, the WordPress, are fetching. Nothing is loaded. They're fetching, all right? And I'm saying stop the fetch and custom load. Hold on, Andrew. I think rather than using that, why don't you try this? Mega menu with EL and no extra plugin. Try that. Try that. Try that. Because the mega menu they give you, it's a bit limiting in what you can do with it. Try that. There's a bit of code, but don't get me wrong, okay? Please don't get me wrong. There's a bit of code, but if you follow the process, the code doesn't really change. But just look at the process. And basically the mega menu can look however you want. You can have whatever you want in there, however you want. Just bear in mind, when you go to mobile, mega menus don't really work on mobiles that well. So you're better off having a pop-up, and then you can have whatever you want in there within reason. So I remember someone, they had a massive mega menu on the desktop, and they were like, I want it to be like that on the mobile. And I was like, it's not going to work. You're going from this massive estate to this estate. Rethink what you're doing. You can have that, but here, you're going to have to condense it. You're going to maybe just have the wording without all the lovely images. Just think differently. Oh, my damn belt. My belt is stuck. My belt is stuck. Just my back's hurting, everyone. Just get this double hook on the belt. Back trouble. But yeah, you know what I mean, Carapace? Like, you know, when you try to explain to a client, no, you can't have it look like that on a mobile, and they think, oh, you're not doing it enough, you're not trying hard enough, and you go, mega menus is for me, it's a bit like, you know, if you go back 10 years, everyone started doing sliders and carousels on websites. Mega menu is the in thing, really, isn't it? With the way you can show so much more. It'd be really nice though if Elementor got their ass into gear and got out inbuilt mega menu inside Elementor. It's about time we had that, right? It's about time. Yeah, absolutely. Mobile. And you can make it work on mobile with having the way you position and show things on the mega menu, or the pop-up menu. The only difference is you got to make sure you don't overdo it so it looks just super crazy, Yeah, there are some stuff that are a bit fluff. Like, I have to be honest, the Facebook widget that you get with Elementor, does anyone even use that? The Facebook widget that you get, does anyone even use that? I don't. Never even. It just doesn't work well. Mega menus have their place where it's a great way where, say they hover over services, but you've got loads of different pages and stuff like that. Or if you've got a shop with loads of categories and you want to show, rather than go through a shop and go filter, you want to show them that. It can help there, but for me, it's always got to be, make sure you've got a very good reason to do it. Don't just do it because you think it looks fashionable. Don't just do that for that reason, because otherwise it's a bit pointless. Yeah, pointless. Yeah, exactly what Pickstar says. It's good for a shop, stuff like that. When you have loads of different categories and things. I mean, one website we've done it for, I didn't really see the need for it at all, but they really wanted it because someone else on another website had done it. But it was like, you don't really need to do that. You don't, because they had a service and underneath it they listed 9 services. All 9 are on the same page anyway. All it does is take you to a menu anchor. But you could go to the services page and then you got menu anchors at the top again anyway, like an icon list that takes you to it. It was a bit like, there's a lot of work sometimes for no major benefit, which I hate. Things about mega menus is that sometimes, when the client wants something changed, or they want to remove the image, or they want to add an image, or they change the wording, and then when you have some of them that are linking into a menu anchor here, a menu anchor there, or this or that or whatever, it does become a bit of a pain to modify, isn't it? I mean, I think mega menus, they have their place. They can be really good, but I have to be convinced before I kind of say to the client, yeah, this will be really cool. You got to go for this. But when it's a shop, it's a no-brainer if they've got loads of items and filters and categories. But then comes the headache over the fact that then you got to make sure you got a version of the shop page for each of those categories and all of those filters. So there's always like, you have one shop page and then you go 5 category specific pages, and then you might have like shoes within a category, whatever. if you do it methodically, it is okay. It's just the methodical bit. And then the client goes and changes the name or the wording or what they want. And you got to go back and go through loads of versions and templates. And that's when it becomes painful. But you got to be careful. Methodically, you can do it. Yeah, and yeah, we can do that. I mean, if you want us to do it live, we can do it live. We can do it live if you want. Desktop. Where are we? We need to go to the desktop. No, save as a PDF. Save as a PDF. Export. There we go. So when you say it's not, are you saying that like your home page isn't converting? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Andrew, you could still offer it with a column. You know, you can still do that. You can still do that. It's just there's so many different ways you can present, you see, and it's finding which one's going to work for you the best. So, do you get many visitors, though, Ant, to the website? Do you get many visitors? Like, do you know, like, yeah, do you get many visitors? I was meant to do something and I forgot what it is now. Oh yeah, the blog bit. Well, I'm going to leave that now until I check with Mark. Got to write that up. And someone wants a quote. I just had an email for someone who wants a quote. 30 a week. 30 a week's not bad. 30 a week's not bad. 30 a week's not bad. What you might want to consider, though, is can you see on your Google Analytics what pages they're visiting? Oh yeah, the food in the oven. It's alright, my wife's home as well, so it's actually she's gonna eat it. I just had a snack. When I said the oven, I actually meant it was her food I stuck in the oven. I meant that. How much is it to build a house? You would think, right, a construction company would kind of understand what a ludicrous question that is. How much for a website with a company and an email? What, 1 page, 5 page? Loads of services, blog? You're going to have an appointment booking system or just a contact form? Are you going to have a calculator to quote materials? You're going to have case studies? You know, what do you want? What do you want? And you could maybe go back to them and go, well, it is a bit like if someone said to you, how much would it be to build an extension? You know, and until you see the plans and what they want. I mean, I know, I remember when we were going to get an extension done and a builder, they were like, yeah, we can do it for X thousand. And I was like, you haven't even seen what we want. You haven't even seen what we want. Or how big it is, or whatever. Where's this value come out of? And quite easily, you know, they're giving you a low value to get your business. But I'm like, what's that based on? Yeah, of course, yeah. And like, you know, I mean, I get that all the time, Ant. All the time. You know, oh, I want this. Oh, we want that. But they don't actually know what they want. Or someone once, they were like, oh yeah, we want a shop website. And I was like, how many items? Oh, we don't know yet. And I was like, do you know what your categories are? Oh, we don't know yet. We're still working out the items. And I'm like, what? If you don't know your items, you probably aren't going to be able to do your company name as well then. What, you know, how is it all going to link together? Oh, but you can do your magic. That's what they always say to me. I hear this all the time. Do your website magic. Yeah, here's my trick. Disappear. Right, that's my magic trick. Disappear. Gone. Yeah, I'll just give him a template. In fact, I'll just download a GoDaddy website. Go, here you go. There you go. There's your website. Go have fun. I don't know about you, but sometimes I actually hate doing quotes. I have to be honest here. Because you know when you do a quote, it takes time, doesn't it, to write a quote, right? You know, you got to research it, find the best solution, send it off. You can lose a good hour and more of your time, and then nothing comes of it. Sometimes, you know, you feel like, is it even worth giving a quote? You know, what's going to come of it? It's sometimes, you know, wow, it's... Once again, lots and lots of snow coming down again. $30,000 for a roof. Dear, oh dear. Yeah, it's the gig economy, isn't it, Ant? And that is... The gig economy is a bad one, you know, in how it just... the cheap website. And it's... It is very, very annoying. I cannot lie. I just can't lie. It's deeply annoying how much people... And too many Facebook adverts. Hey, why are you paying £1,000 for a website? Here, you can get a website built for £100 or £50 or £69, whatever. You sort of think, arseholes. Yeah, I have that as well. And I kind of go, have you looked at the page that had the prices on? Oh, no, we haven't gone there and looked at that. We wanted to talk to you first. And then I do my magic trick. Disappear. Poof. Be gone. Poof, poof, poof. I don't think people understand. We know it's not apples for apple, but people, they have this kind of mindset where all they think is, well, a website is a website. It's easy. You can do this all day long. You know, they kind of just have this they kind of have this like mindset where they think it's just so simple. Yeah, it snowed last night, then it melted, and now it's all on the way. And now it's really coming down, but it's more it's mixed with quite a bit of rain, so it's coming down, but it's not really settling now. Yeah, I mean, quotes, you know, the amount of time, like someone an existing client, okay, or previous client, sorry, they've now come back and they want to do loads more stuff with their website. However, our prices now are very different to when we first worked with them. And they're asking for loads of stuff and they want this and they want that. But you know what? Guess where they moved their website to? They used to be hosted with us. And guess where they've gone? Guess where they've gone? Where do you think they've gone? We had them on Siteground. Where do you think they've gone? Where do you think they've gone? And now they're having issues like server 503 error. And then, oh, it's Elementor. It's got nothing to do with Elementor. Where do you think they went? Because they wanted a cheaper model. Where do you think they went? I'll tell you where they went. They went, yeah, exactly, Gary. Exactly. They went to GoDaddy. Server 503 issue. Performance has gone boom, like that. And they're going, oh, something's wrong. Oh, it's Elementor. You've removed the license. The license is there. I've just logged into their website. The license is there. Your server 503 is nothing to do with Elementor. Yeah, Siteground's my favourite. Site HQ, never heard of them, Andrew. I always like to hear about other good companies. 20IR, I never used them, but they're good. Site HQ, I'll keep them on my list. But Siteground's my favourite. But yeah, I even said to them, and they were like, oh, but it's the GoDaddy Deluxe package. And I get SSL and a staging site. And I get GoDaddy support. You know, God, get a life. Get a life. You know, just because it's GoDaddy, it ain't going to look after you like your daddy. It's going to give you an ass kicking. In fact, they should change the name to Stepdaddy. Yeah, 20 Eyes are one I hear a lot about. Go Daddy. That's a very funny one, that is, Peter. Mini Driver. Can I say something? I've never actually liked Mini Driver. There was always a big thing, like, you know, when she started in first acting, loads of, you know, mainly women liked her. And I have my theory for why, and I'm not going to say it here, but a lot of women liked her. I never liked her. Nothing to do with how she looked. I just didn't find her acting, or I just found it very like, just like, it was just like, what? It's like she got a chip on her shoulder in every movie she's ever done. Hey Stacey, Mini Driver had a chip on her shoulder. Every movie she's always like, miserable. Yeah, that's what I mean, Anne. She's quirky, but she was like, So I'm literally going to Wikipedia, not Wikipedia, Google, and I'm going to get a massive explanation for what the heck server 503 means. And go, here you go, read this, right? You know, I don't like, because they've said, oh, GoDaddy have said it's Elementor. A 503 service unavailable error is nothing to do with Elementor. It is server side, okay? Unless someone here's going to tell me it is in server side. It's server side. Hey, is it pronounced Hesu or is it Jesus? I always get, because I know some people pronounce it differently. Glad you like the tutorials, my friend. So Site HQ, I will make a note of that, Andrew. It's always good to know about alternatives. It's always good to know. Was she the voice of Jane in Tarzan, Peter? Is it Hesu? Can you write down how would you pronounce it? Or Zeus? Zeus? I'm not sure what Gary's written. Have you written Zeus or Zeusay? Yeah, Jane, yeah. Server 503 issue, and they kind of blame, oh, Elementor. I mean, look, here you go. I've now gone to their website, and guess what? Here, do you want to see the message it says on their website right now? I've just gone in and refreshed. Do you want to see the message, everyone? Here, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this message. You want to see it? Oh, look. Look. Right? That is not Elementor. That is not Elementor. That is your GoDaddy server. Go and sort it out. Stop blaming Elementor. And that's the problem, is too many people jump onto the Elementor bandwagon, don't they? Minute there's a problem, oh, it's Elementor. It will be sometimes. We can't lie. It will be sometimes. But most of the time, it's not. Okay, time for a face reveal. Whoop. Well, to be honest, ever since they moved to GoDaddy, they've had problems, and I warned them. I even told them, look, just go to Siteground and get the basic if you want. Get the basic package because you only got one website. Just go for that. You get the technical support. You know, you get all these things. No. They wanted to go to GoDaddy. And it was like, the GoDaddy model isn't that. Haha. You like it? The GoDaddy model is cheaper, but... And they even whinged and complained about GoDaddy, how long they were on the phone with them when they moved their site over, the hosting package. They said that, oh, we hated it. You should have realized at that point then, you don't want to be with them. So when customers don't listen to experts or where we have knowledge about where they should go or not, and they go, no, we're going to go here. No, we're going to do that. You go, what are you doing? You know, why would you not want to listen to the expert? Yeah, Peter, well, purge the engine, Peter. Okay, you got to purge the engine and regenerate the ignition. Yes, Jimmy. Sent your pitch. Nice one. I really hope it works through. All right. Well done. I'm reminding them again, they should have gone to Siteground. Oh. I don't like to get caught into tit-for-tat explanations over problems with servers and stuff. I just don't like doing that. I really don't. But oh, I don't know. It's just awful. But you know what I find a bit funny is on Elementor yesterday, the community, the Facebook group, someone said, which one should I go for? No, who should I use? Siteground or GoDaddy? And tell me why. And I literally just said, just don't use GoDaddy. Loads of people were saying that, don't use GoDaddy. And they were like, that's not a good enough reason. I know people who are with GoDaddy and they love it. And you want to say like, yeah, but what did they have? They probably had a one-page bakery website, you know? They probably had something really basic, okay? They're not thinking out the box. You're obviously on the Elementor Facebook group because you want to use Elementor, okay? And if we're all telling you unanimously, don't use GoDaddy. In fact, people are like, don't use Bluehost, don't use GoDaddy. There's loads of alternatives, but if you had to make the choice, Siteground is so much better. And then the person argues back, yeah, but that's not a good enough reason. Well, why did you bother coming onto the group to ask which one should you go for? If your heart is set on GoDaddy, obviously because it's cheap and cheerful, believe me, the cheerfulness will disappear very quickly. Name hero. I mean, HostGator, Bluehost. IONS has its problems. One-on-one has lots of problems. You know, I had a client last year. He was like the spokesperson for a group of stakeholders. And they asked me, where should it be built? And I kept telling them, Siteground, Siteground, Siteground. And behind the scenes, he was like, no! One-on-one. It's got to be one-on-one. I built a website with one-on-one. He sent me a link. It was the worst website I could vomit at. My eyes were puking just looking at what he'd built. And I said, look, if you want to use 101 for your website, fine. For this other company, stakeholders, I am advising them they gotta go to Siteground. No. We get to the meeting. They then ask the question, and he quickly interjects. Imran thinks that we should use one-on-one. All the stakeholders look at me, and at this point I thought, yeah, just go. Yeah, if you want to use one-on-one, go for it. However, you know, there may be limitations, but if you don't purchase our hosting maintenance package, we can't help you out with that. They did not purchase our maintenance package. Their website has been down for 2 months. Not my problem now, because they made a choice of bombarding their Elementor website with loads of stuff. And in the end, I even walked away from the project, right? They bombarded it with so much rubbish, and now it doesn't work. And it's like, one-on-one. Exactly, Gary. I mean, it does go up. I think it goes up to, I think it's 180, I think, in the second year. But for the first year, you know, it's like it's just like a no-brainer with the service you get. Oops, just moved myself. You know, with the customer service you get and the tech help. But no, they only want to invest $12 or whatever a year with a cheapo. You know, and I just think it is such a shame that there's companies out there, they still get to exist. You know, right, they still exist with, they're not, I don't want to say, I'm not saying scamming or ripping off, but they are convincing you to believe they are world class when they're not. But they have a powerful model, don't they? 123reg, Bluehost, GoDaddy, they're everywhere. Even IONS, they're everywhere. They're on TV adverts. They make it seem so easy. This is Snap Camera. You can download it for your Windows or your Mac. Snap Camera, and then you put on a cartoon face. Hello. You can do all that. Snap Camera. The tech support on Siteground is just, I tell you the only time when the tech team at Siteground has not let me down, but has annoyed me a little bit, is, you know, when you get the inodes on your website, the inodes, you know what I'm talking about, when you only have so many inodes allocated. It's a pain in the butt to purge the inodes. right? You can do the mem cache, the dynamic cache, you can do all that, but the innodes, purging that is a pain in the butt. Because you got to kind of do the whole FTP process, and you got to go in through backend, and it is pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt. So this client whose website was down, right? Yesterday they had a problem, and they don't even pay a maintenance package anymore, so they're out on their own. And I know Inode is a pain. I just wish there was something we could do about that, George. So they had updated Elementor Pro, and I rolled them back. And guess what they've done this morning? After I emailed them to tell them I rolled back to make sure their website was working fine, guess what they've done this morning? They've gone and updated again. And you think, I just sent you an email telling you I rolled back to make it work, and you've now updated again. Ugh. Yeah, George, you know what? Yeah, they in unlimited innodes, you know, obviously you got to be careful, but it's, for me, it's like, it's a pain when, like, you know, when you have your website or whatever, or you got websites on a shared server, you've only done that much storage or whatever, and when the innodes are like that, and you go, whoa. Am I using Chrome? No, I'm using, well, it depends. I'm using Edge at the moment. Host Papa, I don't know much about Host Papa, to be honest. Yeah, emails, files, and that's what it is, to be honest. Most of the time, that's what it is, George. Let me roll back this Pratt's website. You know, he's like, stop updating. I've just told him. I've rolled it back, and what does he do? Oh, I'm going to update again. No. You don't update until I say you can. But you're not part of my hosting package now. So you know what? Do what you want. This is going to be the last time I help him out on this. Oh, really, George? I didn't know that. Turn off memcache. I did not know that. That is interesting to know. Thank you very much. I did not know that, actually. I honestly did not know that. Right, back into their plugin, and now let me now take their Elementor Pro backwards as well. Snap camera. So let me give you guys the here's the link. Okay? So you got to go here. Right? You can download it for Windows, you can download it for Mac, you can download it for anything. You download it, and then what it does then is it gives you filters, and then when you're doing your recording or whatever, you can then just pick what you want to have, and it works fine, okay? Yeah, when you have I have to be honest, when you have emails from elsewhere, the whole what is it? The text record? No, is it the MX record? I think it's the text and the MX record. One of those. This guy is such a jabroni. He's now going, oh, I just wish they listened to me, you know? I just wish they read their emails. And then he goes, oh, I've just read your email. How did you miss my email? It's in your face, my email. Read it. Can you see how frustrated I get? When you make it crystal clear what you can and can't do, and they go and do what you said don't do. And then they come running, oh, please help us. They're lucky I'm helping them because they do not have a hosting maintenance package with us. You know, and out of just good, out of the kindness of my heart. Oh, what have they done? It's not working. What have they done to Elementor? Not Elementor, sorry. Not. I didn't mean that. It's not Elementor. Right. Well, this is just out of the kindness of my heart. Honestly, after this, they're on their own. I'm just being nice at the moment. I'm just being a bit nice to them. Yes, well, we tell them about it. So we do say whenever a website's built, the first 30 days or 28 days after it's built, we're there for them to, like, you know, if there's a problem with it or whatever. If there's any additional changes, that's separate cost might be applied. You then have your maintenance package, which might be £50 a month, and you might offer a discount if they pay for the year up front. The 50 or whatever year they pay, it depends on the kind of website. If it's a very big, hefty website with loads of stuff that could go wrong, you know, you might want to offer an increased price for that or whatever. But yeah, you offer them a maintenance package. We don't offer hosting packages now. And to be honest, if anyone came to us and they haven't got a host, I would get them onto Elementor Cloud anyway. But we don't offer hosting packages now because you know what? It's too much of a headache just from my view. Because when there's a problem with the host, you're the middleman. You're going back and forth kind of thing, and I can't be bothered with it. It takes me away from doing the fun stuff you want to work on. I do think, though, that there is something about the Gmail, you know, there is something about it. Having an email that links into your domain, yeah, go on, Adnan, that's okay. Having an email linked to your domain can appear more professional, if I'm honest. But then again, I see so many people doing Gmail, it doesn't put me off contacting them. It comes down to what your client's like. Are they going to be bothered by the Gmail or not? So the end user, are they going to be bothered? Well, to be honest, you only want to show off what you need to show off, Jesus, in terms of don't try to show everything, but only show what you think you need to show to get them to have some interest, some intrigue in contacting you. But go ahead, ask your tech question. Go for it. Exactly. A regular person won't care. A regular person won't care because they probably do the same as well. They won't care. However, if you're trying to attract a big paying client, they're going to want to know, are you a registered business? Do you have your tax records? Do you have insurances? They're going to probably want to know more about you and your business and all that before they invest big bucks. They probably will care if you're using a Gmail account or a professional business email, you know. But the best way you're going to know is if someone contacts you for a website and they're a company and they're using a Gmail. If that's the bulk of your clients, it kind of says it doesn't matter. Adnan, you can't post links. You can't post links here. So if you want to post a link, you've got to email it to me first. And then I'll share it if I think it's okay to share. So you can't share links. You have to email them over here. Don't worry, loads of people make that mistake. Loads do. So what you got to do is you got to email it. Alright, cheers. I'll just wait to get that. So Adnan's question was about how can they achieve a carousel, and I'm just looking at it. So where's the carousel? Sorry, where is the carousel? So which bit is the carousel? Sorry, I'm just scrolling down. I'm just trying to see where is your carousel. We jump into Elementor when there is... I mean, usually they're for the tutorials I do, but the... right, yeah, page 13. So, if there is something we need... Hey, snow's just arrived. So if we're looking at something in particular, that's when we open up Elementor. Because at the moment, when I do the live chats, I'm usually working on something in the background. I'm just looking at this page for someone. The third block. Yeah, Adnan, I would say that it's better if you just send me the image of what you're looking at, because I'm looking at it and I'm not sure which bit it is. So you're better off just sending me a screenshot of... Is it the one with the swimming pool? Is it the one with the swimming pool? No, I don't know. There's quite a few swimming pools. Best is to send me a screenshot of that bit, not everything, and then I have to go and find it. It's best if you give me a screenshot of it. I need to hit 100 more subscribers today. I need to hit 5,000. I am not going to hit 100 more today, which is annoying. No, Adnan. Oh, there you go. You've just sent it again. So it is, yeah, the one with the secondary button. You might need to use a plugin for that. You might need to use a plugin because, you could make your own sliders and add templates into them. And then you're gonna have to use some CSS to move your buttons. But then you're gonna have to use like Site Origin CSS to help you write the CSS, or just muck around and get it to look. But I would say use templates inside of your slides to get it to look how you want, because you've got a hotspot, you see, as well, haven't you, from what it looks like on this slider. So when they go to the plus sign, what does, maybe it does something. Eating or jogging, Zoom. Eating, jogging, sat on the toilet, having a shower. Take your pick. When you're going to bed, take your pick. When your mum and dad are talking to you, listen to them then, because you might want to hear me rather than hearing them. So take your pick, all right? Eating, jogging, toilet, having a shower. What was the fifth one? Sleep, go to bed. It becomes a button. Yeah. I would use a template. I would use templates per slide, and then you can make it look how you want. Yeah, that's the point, actually. The shower probably won't. On the toilet, then. Listen to it then. You love the AirPods for everything. Oh, of course, Harry Potter. Using the correct HTML tag is quite important in terms of reading tree. I agree with you on that. Yeah, go for it. It does help. I mean, obviously, it is writing more code into the back end. What is this? Oh man, you know what? For rank math, I'm so glad it does that as well. So what I say to everyone is you do your Google Search Console first. When that's done, then do your Google Analytics. When that's done, then do your Bing Webmaster Tools, because then it all just goes really quick and easy. No, not yet. EVMux, I need to test it a bit more, just because we've had problems when we used it where the buffering speed and everything was so like all over the place, remember? It just wasn't coming through okay. So I'm just taking a bit of a break from it, and I need to test it out privately without anyone, because we got to a point where the videos were doing this, remember? They were really stuttering, buffering, and it was like it caused a problem for a lot of people, and me, mainly me, to be honest. It caused a problem for me. "20 years ago, modern age." Right, I'm just going to double check who is subscribed, because the last thing I want to do is have any dodgy people jump in. Do you know something, Gary? The setting up of like Google Analytics is so... In the old days, you know, we go back 12 years ago, Google Analytics was so easy to set up. It was so easy. Now, it's like you gotta go, then pick this, then pick that, then go here, then click there, then get this code and do that. It's like, it's a very... No wonder a lot of people, when they get to rank, when they do everything, they forever see 000 on rank math. You know when rank math says to you how many visitors you got, and it's 000. It's because the analytics bit, you've missed something, you didn't click something, and it's like, just make it easy. I do find Google, yeah, and they're forcing the GA4 as well. I just find Google do overcomplicate things massively. Like even reCAPTCHA. God's sake, you got to go into reCAPTCHA, then you got to do this, then you got to do that. Google Maps, if you ever need an API, you got to go here, go to the property, do that, dun. So many steps. And Google are the one telling everyone, we want basic, simple websites. If your website's too complicated, it affects your rankings. We want this, we want that. I mean, Google Meets, when it first came out, I hated it from day one. Not Google Meets, Google Hangouts. I hated it. You know, I mean, even Gmail, right? Who accesses their Gmail on the actual Gmail login? I don't. I use Outlook or the mail app. I do it via there. It's like... They're always trying to be different, but sometimes they try to be too different in a negative way. And who the hell is their UI, like customer team going, oh yes, let's test it. Perfect. Who is signing off everything over there? Like, who the heck is signing off? Yeah, if they had a Mac desktop app, Zoom, I would probably use it too. But any apps they've ever made are rubbish. Random question, Jimmy. I think everything we do in the chat is a random question. I used to record using QuickTime, but now I do it via OBS. So I can get the circular thing. Is there a native program to screen record your screen? Yeah, so QuickTime. You can use QuickTime. So let me show you. Shall I do it? Shall I show you the screen? Okay, let me do it. Hello. Right, so if I go over to Launchpad, where is it? Where's it gone? Let me just do QuickTime. There we go. QuickTime. So you go to QuickTime Player, okay? And then what you do is you go over here where it says quick. You probably can't see it on my screen, but where it says QuickTime up here, right? So it's up there, okay, right at the top. You click on QuickTime, okay? No, sorry, you go to File. And oh, sorry, you can't see it, can you? Hold on, let me just change my screen. There we go. Right, you can see that better, yeah? So, oh, man alive, I'm all over the place here today. QuickTime Player, okay. Whoop. So you go to File, and you see here, Movie Recording. Right? Movie recording records from your webcam. You don't want movie recording unless you need your webcam. If you want to do screen recording, you go to New Screen Recording, and then you get this and you decide, okay, are you going to do a full screen or are you going to do a selected position? So I'll go with selected position. I will then bring this over here and I'll go, right, this is the bit we're going to record. You go to options. I mean, you decide, are you going to have your microphone on? Shift Apple N, that's it. Are you going to go for, there you go, Pixar's got it. Are you going to have your microphone on or not? And then you just hit record. And when you finish recording, you'll get a little stop button here. You stop it and job done. Job done. I can't really, yeah, I don't know what the shortcut is. I just go to QuickTime like that. I don't know. If you ever want to do your webcam and your screen recording at the same time and have your webcam somewhere, I can show you that as well, okay? But I use OBS because OBS obviously allows me to do this, right? And then, you know, I can be, hello, you know, whatever I want kind of thing, or, you know, so OBS is better than QuickTime. For sure. For sure. Hey, remember everyone, tomorrow there is a new 1-hour video coming out, which is a 1-page tutorial on how to, using the Flex containers, header, hero banner, other sections, using some other funkier sections in the footer. The container, parent container, child container, inbred container. There's always something new to learn on the MacBook, mate. There's always something new. If it been for Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Ireland. Why do you want to go to Ireland soon? Is that for a job? Take care, Peter. Good to have you again. So, Soom, what's your idea with Ireland? Ireland's fine, but what's your idea for Ireland? And whereabouts in Ireland? So don't just say Ireland. Whereabouts in Ireland? And what is your idea? Haha, Andrew. Very good. Very heavy. That's a very cunning answer, Andrew. It's the kind of thing I should have thought of. It's very heavy. But yes, Soom, give us a bit more. Whereabouts in Ireland? Because it makes a difference. It does make a difference, okay, where you are. When you say PR, what do you mean by PR? Easy to get PR. What do you mean by that? What he means is when you said, how is it for moving? Andrew has explained it as moving Ireland. So Ireland, moving. Lift Ireland up and move it. So pick up a country and move the country. It's going to be heavy. So what is PR? Easy to get PR. What do you mean by that? And secondly, whereabouts in Ireland? Oh, permanent residence. Okay. Soom, something you've got to kind of understand a little bit. Things are not cheap, okay? So unless you know you're going to get a secure job or something, don't make that big step, because believe me, it ain't going to be fun. It won't be fun. Yeah. But what you got to think about is, like, obviously permanent residence. Is it for studying? You got to weigh up the cost and the cost of living, right? The cost of living and all of that. It ain't cheap. There's a problem with this person's website, but I think they need to get off GoDaddy. I really do. I think they've seriously got to get out of GoDaddy, because whatever GoDaddy have done, I think it's messing up their website big time. Zoom, so here's the reality check now, Zoom, okay? Number one, it's not easy to get a job. And number two, you might not get enough to afford the living expense. The rent, house prices are way high. The rent, it's not a cheap place anymore. And to assume that you can get a job just like that, I would say don't fall into that trap. Too many people do that and then they get stung. Because once they're here, and they're then scrapping around to make a living, and then you just get into bad practice, bad habits, bad crowd. Yeah, Jimmy, just wait. When do you think they're going to get back to you, Jimmy? Tomorrow? Next week? Never? No, but when do you think? You know, but you got to, because, Soom, where do you live at the moment, Soom? Where are you based at the moment? And you don't have to, okay, Soom, you don't have to say anything here, but if you're willing to, let's say you did come over to Ireland. How much money would you be bringing with you in US dollars? If you say US dollars, then I have a better idea of what you're going to be doing with the euro and all that. But in US dollars, what do you think, if you were to come and live in Ireland because you're going to go study there or whatever, how much income are you going to be able to bring with you? Because that makes a big difference. Because the energy prices are going through the roof. Cost of living, rent, house, all of that. Food costs. You've got to think about, have you got the capital to sustain a reasonable life until you then start bringing in lots more income to improve things in life and all that? End of next week. Probably be end of next week now, Jimmy. Ça va bien. Oh man, Jimmy, I was all right until the first line. The second line, ça fait plaisir de te voir ici. What? I'm just gonna nod my head and go, yep. You've lost me now. I'm just gonna let you two talk. Yep. I'll just go, yep. Yeah, I agree. Brilliant. Really good. Yeah. Yep. Haha, struggle with English. Pleasure to see you here. All right, take care, Gary. I'm going to be shooting off in a bit anyway as well. Good to have you here, as always. Yeah, but flipping, son, the reason why you butcher English is because you don't give a Castlemania 4X about anything else. You bunch of Sheilas. I don't know if you know how to say that anymore, are you? What is this? Why am I getting these emails? What is he doing? Charlie, are you there? Are you generating... Charlie, if you're still there, are you generating SEO reports or something? Yeah, Charlie, are you generating SEO reports from Rank Math? Are you generating reports? Ooh, what's happened, Charlie? Which update? Take care, Andrew. Yeah, definitely get that path brushed, otherwise... Hold on, brush it before... Oh, yeah, because obviously if you've got leaves and stuff, it will go everywhere. That's probably the thinking, right? Take care, mate. Good to have you again. Yeah, Charlie. What's up, mate? I've just realised... Sorry, guys. I have just realised I haven't got my Facebook open. So if anyone has sent me any messages, I won't have seen them. Which update? Which update are you talking about, flipping son? Which update? Which update was it? Organized chaos. Which update are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I believed it, flipping son. I believed it. So I'm on 3.6.1 for Elementor, and Elementor Pro is 3.6.4, and they're all working fine. Oh dear George, they won't get it, will they? They just won't get it. They just won't get it. You gotta grab them and tell them. So soon, face-to-face website design. Okay, so Facebook. Well, sorry, not Facebook. Face-to-face means I go and see the client. Face-to-face. Either I go to see them or we do a video call and I'm talking to them and they're talking to me face to face, not voice to voice or email to email or WhatsApp to WhatsApp. I'm talking face to face, video call, or I actually go and see them and we meet and we talk about it. So that's your face to face. Really, Charlie? And so what's your problem, Charlie? What is it? What's the problem? Let me just check. Did you say further up? Well, no. Zoom, face-to-face video call. I could have a Google Meets call. I could have a Microsoft Teams call. I could have a Zoom call. I can have a face-to-face anywhere in the world. You could have you could do a video call with someone in Ireland. That is a face-to-face call. Because trying to work out specs just over email is a recipe for disaster sometimes, unless it's really specced out really well. So video call. Do you do video calls with your clients soon? Do you do a video call? Charlie, do you want me to log in? Charlie, which is it the Thailand one? Charlie, just give me a yay or a nay. I'm on 3.6.4 now and it's fine. Well, I'm using it because I've got on one of my test websites and I'm not getting any issue. So Charlie, which website? The Thailand one, right. Thailand. Right, I'm just gonna log in, alright. Okay, and do you want me to go to a page? Do you want to tell me where the issue is? Nope, they're just written by hand, Zoom. The newsletters are not done with Bertha. The newsletters are done with hand. Typing. Oh, you just messaged me, Charlie. Okay. Yeah, I've just looked. Oh, okay. It might have been the data uploader thing you also pasted there. Maybe. Because that does kind of update things. But from what I can tell, things look alright. I'm looking at your images. The sizes look fine. Yeah, it looks fine unless there is something more specific. Oh, hold on. Oh, really? So when you click that... Yeah, well, so the way it works now, George, you have to be subscribed to the channel before you can comment. Charlie, I'm going to give you a recommendation. Don't click that update. You don't need to click that update. Leave it. Don't click it, all right? Leave it. Leave it as it is. Don't click the update. Yeah, but to be honest, Zoom, I don't go sleep until 1 a.m. in the morning sometimes. So it probably does keep me up a bit, but I have to be honest. Because, all right, let me give you an idea of my day. I've got up, sorted my son out, got ready, jumped on here. Was going to do a video this morning, and then I thought, forget it, I don't like this plugin I was going to review. Did some work and stuff, did some other stuff, had a phone call with a client, wrote a quote for another client. Then I've jumped onto here for a couple of hours. Then after this, I'm going to do a bit more work. Write up another quote for someone else. Then I'll get to like 4 p.m. and I'll have like a 2 to 3 hour break. No, I'll have about an hour break. Then I'll jump back on and do some other stuff. Then I'll have like a 3 hour break until say 9 p.m. And then I'll jump back on again, do another couple of hours, and then I'll go to bed. But when I'm in bed, I'll spend like maybe an hour or two on my phone, because that's my time when I now do non-website work. Maybe I'm researching a plugin. Maybe I'm looking into a solution. Maybe I'm just finding out about the latest Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Marvel stuff, whatever. Looking at reviews, looking at interior design, garden design, just whatever you want. So my day is like chock-a-blocker, and in the evening, I'm on 3. I would leave it on 3. No, oh, hold on. I know what you're saying now. Update to 3.6.4. Leave it on 3.6.3, Charlie. Just leave it. You're not gaining anything major in 3.6.4 to justify the update. Because for me, that nighttime point is either I've got to desperately work on something because I need to get something done, or that's my crash time where I can look at other stuff. There is so much stuff I want to look at and do which is non-web related, non-social media related, but I got to do that later on. Sorry, I yawned then. But you see, Sue, you got to try and find a way to get around that, because I mean, look, if it's a condition or something, try and get help for that, okay? But what you got to try and do is get into a rhythm, get into a pattern. You know, maybe your clients are local. you know, or whatever. So yeah, I hope you're able to get some help with that. Right, we're past the 2 hour mark. I am going to cut off now, mainly because I've got to go over, just do some other stuff. Son will be home in a bit, so I want to just take a bit of a break before he pops back. And then got some other stuff I need to just look into as well. Yeah, George, I'm the same. Clients now, unless it is desperately a problem that I've caused or it's on me, now if they say, oh, they want X, Y, Z, I just leave I look at the email, I go, yeah, I'll respond tomorrow morning. Speak to you all soon, everyone. I am going to shoot off now. I'll see you tomorrow. Most likely. Well, definitely likely. All right, take care, everyone. Speak soon. Yeah, Charlie, don't do 3.6. Stay on 3.6.3. See you all soon. Bye.